Welcome back, everybody. My name is Nicholas Bogroff Gansel, and I am creatively bankrupt. So today, we're diving into Season 1, Episode 3 of Undone, titled Handheld Blackjack. I don't know what to make of that title, because I think blackjacks are always handheld, right? Assuming it's talking about the tool, the shovel-like tool. If it's talking about the card game, then that's odd, because blackjack, it's a game you play on a table. I hate to do that handheld. Unless it's one of those, like, retro 90s video game handheld things that could only play one game. Like they had Solitaire and Tetris, and maybe they have one for blackjack. It is a show with flashbacks, after all. So maybe as a kid, she was playing a computerized handheld blackjack game. That seems like an odd thing for a child to have, but whatever. It could also be the alcoholic beverage blackjack. But that's also always handheld because, you drink it out of a glass. So I'm not sure that one makes sense either. Maybe it's like an abstract thing, like it's an analogy for something. I don't know, fuck it, I'm giving up. That, based on the last episode, this show's just going to continue to get trippier and trippier. So a title like this could just refer to something very out there and trippy and abstract. So maybe I'll just not expect it to make sense until I've actually watched the episode. I think this episode we're going to finally see her back at home, because the last episode was all about her trying to escape the hospital, and she couldn't until she accepted her situation and agreed to help her father. But also, the last episode, I'm pretty sure, ended with her waking up from the coma. I think the whole episode was her perception while she was in the coma. So we might still be in the hospital this episode. I don't know. I actually have very little specific to predict. I'm not sure if I trust her father. He seems sketchy and sus. Like, anytime someone's like, you need to help me, and I cannot tell you anything, but you just need to help me and trust me because the stakes are so high, I immediately don't trust that character. Like, if the stakes are really that high and you really need me to trust you and help you, tell me what the fuck is going on. Don't just ask me to trust you blindly. You trust me. You're the one who needs something. You're the one who understands how high the stakes are. Help me understand how high the stakes are. And so that whole conversation where he's like, you can't leave here until you agree to help me, or I can't let you leave until you agree to help me, that was like super manipulative and super weird. And nothing about the last episode made me feel like experiencing life in this subjective, ethereal way is better than the monotonous life she was living. Because you kind of get the sense that the reason her life was so monotonous was largely because she did not believe she could have a real future. And when you don't believe you can have a future, it's very difficult to make the most of the moment. Because she assumed she'd go, crazy and inadvertently bring pain to the people she loved. So she was trying very hard not to surround herself with people who she loved who then had expectations she couldn't meet because of her neurological condition. I don't think they ever clarified what it was specifically. I'm going to keep calling it schizophrenia because that seemed to fit closest. But yeah, ultimately, I still don't trust her father. I liked him when he was alive. He seemed delightful and kind and large-hearted when he was alive. Although that phone call from work was sketchy as hell, and I'm not sure if he was maybe doing something illegal. It's unclear. So, maybe we'll learn more about that this episode, or in a future episode. But for now, I think I'm just going to dive in because at this point, I'm just going to start talking myself in circles. Oh, and as always, if you're watching my videos without watching the original content first, you're doing the content a disservice and you're doing yourself a disservice. If you really do want your first experience of Undone to involve me, then head over to my Patreon. For just $1, you can get access to my uncut reactions that you can play alongside the original content. Let's dive in. I'm still not sure what that 16 plus means. It's like rated R-ish. Whoa, hello. Put some pants on, why don't you? Is every episode gonna be like this? I love that she always crawls over him.
Were you sleepwalking again?
Oh, so she can kind of hear without her hearing aid.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for my glasses.
You don't wear glasses.
Are you sure?
Have you seen my harmonica?
Good retort.
Getting warmer.
Oh, we're back to this from the... Holy shit. We're back to this, montage
I know
of
2
going
weeks
to
is a
work
long time for me to be away. That's
from the first
like
episode.
1/78th of your life. Imagine if your birthday came only once every 6 years, and you'd have to wait a whole nother lifetime for candles and cake. That's how long it felt for me to be away from you.
What kind of cake?
Not the point.
I like
Yes,
Cassie.
Sabeth?
Are you scared?
I don't remember.
Oh my god.
Do you have any scars?
Where are the rest of the kids?
Well, I do have this.
Ew.
Yeah, maybe you don't need to lift
What
your...
about
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
that's
my god.
Old, my dad died, and I thought it was my fault.
What has died?
This is so much worse.
Okay, hey, why don't we all go play?
This is so much worse than last episode.
I got it. Why don't you take a break?
Okay.
Like, not flashing the kids or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be a step in the right direction.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm here. Your dad's here.
I know.
That doesn't
Why do you
make
think
me
I said
feel better.
ah?
Here comes Mr. Construction Worker.
Oh, we like to pretend that's a lesbian mom.
Sure, it's a lesbian mom. It's kind of like driving stick shift versus an automatic transmission. Remember that feeling the first time you drove a stick?
Never driven a stick shift.
Really?
I don't know how to drive stick.
They taught you to drive and they never taught you stick. That's the basics.
How about this? You want to teach your daughter how to drive stick? Don't die.
Well, if you're gonna use that against
And you know, also, didn't you lose your title of expert on driving cars when you died in a car accident?
Okay, they confirmed it's...
Whoa, I told you it wasn't an accident. Someone was trying to kill me. You think I would just drive so recklessly into a ravine?
You okay? Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
What were you doing?
She's becoming a liability at work. This is not great.
You're a thoughtful kid. You're kind and special and good.
Dad, I wish you could have seen what a fuck up I've been. You wouldn't say these things.
Your core will always be your core.
So people don't change. Cool.
I said science.
Calling theoretical physics science is like saying John Lennon was a singer.
Well, he did sing.
Thank you, Farnaz. So does anything move faster than light?
That was a weird moment.
This is amazing.
If we continue down this path,
The university is never gonna fund phase 2.
Were they sleeping together?
Holy shit! I can't believe this. This is
What's going on with you and your little teacher's pet here?
I feel like you're honing in on the wrong part of this. We're talking about rearranging the fundamentals of time.
But you were definitely also fucking your student.
But how'd they get out of order in the first place?
I bet it was one of those burglars that breaks into your house and just moves stuff around to confuse you.
Right, one of those prankster burglars. You don't need to do that.
Well, I'll do what I think's right for the safety of the kids.
Let it go.
That was pathetic.
I need to be able to function. You know, like in the real world.
Your mother wanted me to throw it out, but I knew it would come in handy one day, so I hid it up here.
When I was a teenager, I used to get high scores on my tests by coming up here and studying.
Oh, they're starting to learn the family secrets. Because... Anne's student. Oh,
Hey,
shit.
Look at that.
She was killed, too.
And it still works.
It is a hand!
Wait, this is
Jesus
the thing that's
fuck,
supposed to anchor
really?
me to the physical realm. Electronic blackjack.
Oh, I didn't tell you it's Saturday, right?
What? What happened to Thursday and Friday?
Don't worry. Those days are jackasses.
What?
But you can go back to them anytime that you want. Take it. Oh, wait, one more. Okay, it's yours. Go.
It really is one of those stupid electronic devices.
Or if it wasn't important, then you would have told me because it wouldn't have been a secret.
I thought I did.
Did you kill your husband?
What about this one?
No.
I prefer the other.
I'm gonna say
I'm
fuck
not wearing
no
a
on
lace
that one.
collar, Mom.
Yeah, Mom, come on.
I've only been to many more weddings than either of you. Yeah, in the 80s.
Burn! You old, Mom.
Ay, Dios mío.
I mean, why would Dad just drive himself into a quarry?
Alma, cállate, okay? I don't want to talk about this, okay? What about
Or,
this one?
ooh, that one's much better.
Beautiful.
Get it.
Okay, you know what, Alma? I am sick of this, and I'm sorry, Mom, I'm not gonna die.
Oh my god.
If that's the way you want to live, then that's the way you want to live.
This is not a sustainable
Ow!
process.
You okay?
Was this couch always this far forward? It wasn't. Look, you can see the indentations in the carpet.
Weird.
I swear to God, you moved everything around while I was in the hospital just to mess with me. Did something happen between you and Becca while I was in the hospital?
I don't think so.
She thinks you're not coming to the wedding.
She's a weird lady.
She's actually aggressively not weird. That's kind of her problem.
Weddings do always bring the worst out of people.
So he's just not gonna tell her that they broke up. Oh, that's why she doesn't remember, because he moved all the stuff out and moved it back in, and she doesn't remember that it moved out in the first place. Got it. That's fucked up. Actually. He just
Cecilia, crying up your nose. You do you,
covert.
girl.
He just covertly moved everything
What you
back in.
playing?
A game. This is an adult game. It would be irresponsible for me to let her play.
That's not fair!
Is it absolutely necessary for you to play that game continuously?
It
Yep.
kinda is, actually.
Okay, follow up.
Get one that
question.
doesn't
Is it
beat.
Doctor's orders.
to get better.
What, do you want to see a prescription or something?
Yeah, actually, I'd be really interested in that.
Tunde, I really wish you wouldn't get in the middle of a woman's health care rights and treatment.
Okay, yeah.
Why is he gonna drown?
Wait! Listen to me, right now. You need to get him swim lessons, okay? I know I sound crazy, but I'm just trying to help.
Okay, it's okay, Alma. We'll sign him up.
Thank you.
Are you gonna come back to bed?
Yep, in a bit.
Wow, what a passive-aggressive move right there. Wait, that's it? Holy shit. So that was season 1, episode 3 of Undone. Fucking hell, this show... It's overwhelming, but not in the way I expected. The first episode felt like it was going to be so deeply grounded in reality and real emotions that it was just going to be way too intense emotionally. But now it's overwhelming psychologically because it's just throwing so much at you. And, it's really good. Like, I'm enjoying it. But holy shit. It, yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen moving forward. Although I'm beginning to notice themes emerge. I thought the photos on the wall being out of order was going to be like her subconsciously doing it and then forgetting in order to try to rearrange the timeline or something. But no, it's just because when Sam realized she didn't remember breaking up with him, he moved all his shit back into her house without telling her and didn't quite get it right. So, yeah. That's a little fucked up that he just decided, you know what, I'm not going to remind her we broke up. I thought what happened was he didn't realize she didn't remember and thought, oh, she's gotten over it, and just accepted she wanted to get back together. And, like, they just didn't talk about it in depth. Now, that being said, in the last episode, when it flashed forward 2 weeks from then, when she's back in the house or apartment or whatever it is with Sam, and he's like, are you still mad at me for not I think he said for not telling you. So I immediately assumed, oh, this is about the fact that he didn't tell her they broke up. But in my head, she would have found out a lot sooner. Like, not... I don't know. Like not after him moving back in. I would have thought it would be like, they got back together, but there was this weird period of time in the hospital where she just thought they were together, and then she gets home, and everything's gone. He's like, well, yeah, you broke up with me, but if you want to get back together, we can get back together. So yeah, I don't know fully what to make of this. I gotta see how it progresses, partially because we don't know what transpired in those 2 weeks. We're still seeing pieces of it, but we don't have the whole story on any of these fronts, and that makes it a lot more difficult to predict things and to fully assess situations and relationships. So, yeah, that ending came out of nowhere. I was really... I really thought there was going to be, like, another 5-10 minutes of the episode when she really starts digging into the crash, but... Nah, so this show either is so overwhelming that you're like, this show is lasting forever, or it goes by so quick that you're like, where'd the time go? And the thing is, it's doing both in like, single episodes. Like, there were parts of this episode where I was like, God, this will never end. Like, just the weirdness. And then I got to the end and I'm like, wait, where the hell did the time go? Last time it was even more so, where it was like, this episode's never going to end, nothing's going to end. And then that last 5 minutes, I was a little more prepared for the ending last time, because there was that moment where I was like, that was an odd scene, I wonder if that's the end. But then it wasn't, so I was like kind of prepared for the end last time. I don't know. The pacing is very interesting. I think it's well done, but it's very off-kilter. And I'm interested to see how that evolves moving forward. But I definitely think her dad was having an affair, and especially because of that conversation in the first episode about my dad he didn't live long enough to tell me the family secrets. He died before he stopped being my dad and started being a peer. So the affair, I think, is going to be one of the family secrets. There might be others. It's possible the girl killed him. Like, it's possible he was breaking off... Wait, she wasn't in the car with him when he got, like... When he got the phone call on Halloween, he was with his daughter. And someone called him and he said, don't call 911, I'm on my way there. Here's my guess. He broke things off with her. And she was going to kill herself. And he drove out to calm her down and got her in the car and tried to take her back somewhere safe. And then she grabbed the wheel and pulled him into the ravine. So she's the one who killed him. That's my guess. Because then the don't call 911, she called him and she's like, maybe not, I'm going to kill him. Like, I don't know. See, that's the weird thing. Because that would be her crying for help if she threatened to call 911. I don't know. It's really hard to... I need more information, and they're intentionally not giving it to me. I'm sticking with the father was trying to break things off with the girl, and the girl grabbed the wheel and drove them off into the ravine. Beyond that, I'm not sure. The details are still foggy. But, hopefully we'll find out in a future episode, or at least get enough intel that I can make a prediction. So come back next week, and we'll check out another episode of Undone. And if you can't wait that long, then click on the link to my Patreon. It should be in the description below. You can get episodes up to 4 weeks early there, as well as the uncut versions of my reactions. And as always, please like and subscribe, because I'd love to have y'all coming back on the regular.